Hi everyone, this is dwburman here with another Lightwave tutorial. This is going back to the basics a bit. I just wanted to go over applying a texture with an alpha channel or transparency on a surface in using nodes. This is something that I've seen some people have some confusion over. So we're going to dive in here and take a look at it. What I have here is I have two cubes. They're just two standard 1 meter cubes, and one is surfaced with, we'll make that a standard material, which is like the old school way of doing things in Lightwave. You can see there's a difference already. And the other one is going to be a node-based principled BSDF. So first thing we'll do is we'll change the color here. We'll make this one red, the standard one red, and we'll make the BSDF one, uh, we'll make it more blue. It's kind of purpley, but I just want to go over this. If we go to the cube, we click on the T for texture, the way things have always worked. We will add a layer, in which case it's an image, and I'm going to click on Drawn Logo, and I'm going to change the scale to 0.5 on the Y, just so it's a little more normal. You can see there's not a great alpha channel on it. There's some fringing, but we're going to ignore that for now. Um, because it's not relevant for what we're talking about. We're just talking about the placement and whatnot. So what we have here is we have our decal, our nice decal over the red background that we had set. And if I want to not make this repeat, I'll just change the width tile to edge, and there we go. Now we just have our decal right on the middle of our cube, just like we wanted. Okay, so let's go to that in nodes. We'll go over to here. We see we don't have a texture button here, so we'll have to double click on this, and because it's an image we want to put on, we will want to add the image node. So we add the image node. Let me double click on that, select our image. See, it's the same image. Set my size to 0.5 on the Y, and we may as well set the other settings here, edge and edge. And now let's get this out of the way. When we plug in the uh, the color out from this node into the principled BSDF color, we see this. It all goes black. Why did it all go black? Well, here's the thing. If you notice, the up here, color is grayed out. If we take the color thing out, if we disconnect the input, then we'll see that we can adjust the color. However, once this input is in, it overwrites it. So now we don't have that background color anymore. The way the standard the way the standard surfacing set works is you have these settings here, color, luminosity, diffuse. These are the bottom layer. Even though we don't see layers at this point, they're the bottom layer. When we open this up, all of the layers in here get added on top of that. However, with the node-based materials inputs, this color input is replaced by what is plugged in here. So whereas the layers system worked from, the bottom layer and you add layers on top, this is working from left to right. So we see we have a background color here on our node. If we change the background color on the node, then we get our background color changing behind our label, behind our decal. So that's all nice and easy and well and good. All you need to do is set your background color upstream from these nodes here. So let me go to the what is it? The constant. We'll pick color. Say we want our blue. Just pump up the blue and drop that into our background color. And of course, you could put whatever fancy nodes you want in there. You could do procedural textures or anything you want this to be put over top of. You just want the top decal to be downstream from it. Okay, so what about transparency? Well, transparency is kind of a similar thing. If we go to the standards thing, let's go to transparency, and we're going to select our image again. I could have just copied and pasted this, but we'll do it the hard way. Edge, edge, 0.5, and it's not doing exactly what we want. We want to be able to see through this instead of the red. So what we might do in this case, in the old school way, at least what I would do, is I would clone the image. I'll make an instance of it, so it doesn't have to load it a second time. And on this one, we will change the source channel or the alpha channel to alpha only. So now we just have our color image with an alpha channel and our alpha channel only. So we can take that alpha channel only version and plug it into our node. Now we're still seeing stuff I'm not expecting. Did I invert it? There we go. Now we have our alpha channel applied. Um, cool. So let's do that with the node editor. Well, with the nodes, I just have to come here and grab our alpha channel and drop that into transparency. And again, this case, we need to invert that. So we'll add an invert node. We'll just go up to the top and start invert, type invert. There are a couple ways to do this. You could use a gradient to remap it, or a remap node, which is newer in 2019. And there you go. You notice these look very different. That's because the BSDF is attempting to do this in a more photoreal way, whereas the old standard version, you are basically breaking the laws of physics. And well, basically that's it. That's how you put a decal on the background. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it was helpful to you. So have a great day.